Hey friends, welcome to Woman-Owned Wallet, the podcast. I'm your host, Amanda Dare, a serial entrepreneur who has already made all of the money mistakes, so you don't have to. Now I'm working on my money mindset, expanding my companies, and having open conversations with women around a subject that shouldn't be so taboo, money. My company, Woman-Owned Wallet, and I are determined to help you foster a more positive relationship with your wallet and help you create a life that makes you say, wow. Hey, moneymakers. Welcome back to another episode of Woman-Owned Wallet, the podcast. Today, I have joining me can't even get through it. We were just talking about Bravo, and now my brain's on Rachel/Raquel. Anyways, that's not who I have with me today. Today, I have Adrienne, my COO, my right-hand lady, the biz wifey of my lifey, besties for the rusties vibies. Adrienne, welcome back to the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. You're getting paid to do this. Isn't it fun?
So cool. I get paid to do so many fun things.
Including be my therapist.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, well, if I just sit here and complain, I'm paying everybody. So then they have good advice. Therapy.
I'm happy to get paid to listen to you complain.
I also pay you to tell me about your life.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Yeah.
I'm like, tell me about you. What'd you do this weekend? I need a little, I need a little wine and dine.
Yeah.
To get into my work day. I can't just start working. I come around the corner and I'm just like, she's like, hey. I'm like, hi, what are you doing? And I'm just obsessed, but I don't know if I could have any more positive feelings for Adrienne, but I'm sure they'll continue to grow over time.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knock on wood. Let's keep it. I don't think that's wood.
That's drywall.
It's the only thing we can reach. Hey, this is wood. Okay, there. That's all right. I did two for us.
Cool. Thanks.
Okay, so today we're going to talk a little bit about a recap on what it's like to be here, working at WOW and shit. Q4 of 2022.
Yeah.
Y'all have been loving these episodes, BTW.
I know. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I like that people want to know about the inner workings of WOW.
I think they're really into it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this is what really goes down.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's also good because I feel like so many people are like, so what do you do? And I'm like, well, this is my title, but I do this and I do that. And sometimes I do that other thing too.
All the things.
Yeah.
All the time.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. It's I own it, but ownership of a business can mean so many things.
Yeah.
Some people can just be invested in it or whatever. And I'm just like, no, I'm in it a lot.
Yeah.
I don't want to record my hours. I'm like, nah, not it. But I love it.
Yeah.
And again, I feel like once I could separate myself from it, it wasn't just I am my business, which is not true. You are a human. And then I was just oh, it's just this thing I get to interact with and a puzzle I get to solve every day. That made it so much easier to deal with.
Yeah.
And it didn't make things mean things about me if I didn't do something well. And also you're not going to do things well every day.
No, definitely not.
The other day, Paige was like, I feel like you're a really good leader. Is that my Paige impression?
A little bit.
I feel like you're really, that doesn't sound, it sounds more Valley Girl than I mean it to. I mean, I'm obsessed with her. She's the best.
Yeah.
She's our new store manager, and we're going to talk about her a little bit and have her on the podcast. So y'all get to meet her too, meet my whole WOW world. But she was like, I feel like you're a really good leader and I don't tell you that enough. And I was like, oh, thank you. And Adrienne was sitting next to her and I could just feel Adrienne laughing. I was like, Adrienne doesn't think so.
That is not true. You can ask anybody. I always say that you're a good leader.
Yeah.
I'm just not
Paige
as forthcoming about it.
Well, Paige just came in when I was probably the best.
Yeah.
Also, there just wasn't that much leadership. We talked about this as we were sitting in the back room waiting for a tornado to come through last week. Yeah. But I think I'm the leader Paige needs or always wanted because she came from this is her first thing out of, working for annoying people. Well, no, that's not true.
No.
That's not true at all. I'm fucking
she
sorry,
worked for
ladies.
great people.
She really did work for great people that I love, which is how I found out about her. But I just mean like she worked for the school system for a while.
Yeah.
And she was like, that's not it.
So she went back to school.
Yeah. She went back to school, got her business degree. We'll tell them all about that. But she was like saying that. And then I was like, Adrienne doesn't think so. And then it was just funny. But she is more vocal. Yeah. Which is why we need you. Yeah. We need Adrienne's side eye.
My internal processing versus your all's external.
She's like, there's so many external processors here.
Surrounded by them.
She's like, y'all are annoying so much. It's okay.
Because I think you're annoying.
Aw,
you're just different than me, and that's fine.
Aw, that's so nice.
Why we're a good team.
Well, you'll get to meet Paige, everybody listening, and she's so great, and I love her so much. And she did come from beautiful other woman-owned businesses that I also love. So my mistake for my speaking out of turn, I meant like crazy school systems and all that. But I feel like the development portion that we've really been able to give her in developing her leadership skills, she's very into. Yeah. And those other people that own the businesses she worked for before that are woman-owned businesses that I love suggested her to me. Yeah. So like, we're good. Yeah. Love you, ladies. So that was not Q4 though. So just kidding. I forgot how we got there. My bad. Tangents. This is why I need a Sagittarius to keep me on track. Yeah. So last time we talked to everybody was Nulu Fest. Yeah. Had our second best day. Second, yeah. Gonna keep having Valentine's Day. Bigger and better days. And then we went into holiday. Yes. Holiday prep. All the holiday prep. What is like, I guess the photo shoot. Yeah. The photo shoot was a big prep day for making sure that we were ready for holiday. Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like it had been a while since we had a shoot. It has. Prior to that one. So we used to do a lot of photo shoots for the new Blak. So many. And like last year was like monthly. It was a lot of photo shoots. We love Megan, our photographer. Yes. Yeah. Shout out to Megan. She was also my wedding photographer. Love you, Megan. We also have her coming next week for a brand photo shoot. Yeah. Because like all my photos, I have brown hair. And I'm like, who's that? I know. Living that blonde life now. Blondies forever. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I'm going to feel it out. Yeah. But I like how much lighter I feel with it being blonde. So we need to do some brand photos, but we did our WOW photo shoot with Sharina. We did it Chloe, our models, Chloe. We had Laura Lee, who's one of like the biggest WOW fans. Oh yeah. Ever. And then Bree, who we also love. These are amazing women. Mostly own their own businesses as well, or have like little side hustles, or just like HBICs, you know? So we felt like they were really right for the photo shoot. Yeah. We got to get in there, do a little vibes. We had Kitsch Salon do hair. Of course. Antoinette did makeup. And gorgeous. Yeah. Everyone looked chef's kiss. So chef's kiss. So beautiful. And we had a little bit of help from Ellie to set everything up. Ellie's a mama, so she had to go do her mama thing, and also a business owner. So she had some other thingies, but she didn't want to leave because it's so fun. Yeah. Shoot days are always so fun. I love the shoot days. So good vibes all around. All around. I agree. So that was really great. We had a bunch of products to shoot. Yeah. Again, basically emptied the store. Because we love y'all's photos from like the other vendors, but WOW is its own brand. And if you own your own brands, like you want to make sure that what you're selling matches everything else. Like you don't want to only utilize photography from other people because that's not your aesthetic in it. Yeah. It's not very cohesive looking. Exactly. Cohesion is what we were looking for. And we came out with our first sweatshirt line. Yes. That was so fun. That was fun. So what was the most popular? Oh, if I'm too much, go find less. Sweatshirts. We had it in a sticker before. And then we got it in a sweatshirt. And I think that one was the first one to sell out. It was. Because we had 5 styles. We had 5. 5, yeah. 5? I think we got the disco tits. Disco tits. Never too much, which is if I'm too much, go find less on the back. We had Where there's a woman, there's a way.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pink with red writing.
Women support women.
Women support women in maroon. And women don't owe you shit. With woman-owned wallet on the front.
That's right. So 5.
5.
Yes.
So we had our own sweatshirts.
Mm-hmm.
And we reprinted, or we finished the new Don't Be a Dick style.
Yes.
We had that along with all the emoji baiters.
Those photos were some of my favorites from that shoot.
I need to get that like printed.
Yeah.
It was such a good photo. Chloe killed it. And we all like held the emoji baiters like in the shot with her.
In the shot. So it's just hands and vibrators.
We're like all holding it. And she's like, what a like sex positive, completely inclusive like vibe of a shot. It's like, yeah, it's really true.
Very much.
Yeah. So it was so great. I love that. We used kind of like a disco vibe backdrop.
Mm-hmm.
Paillettes on the backdrop. So they're like really big
sequins,
circle.
Silver. Mm-hmm. Basically just like looks like metallic liquid and super shiny and fun.
Yeah. And I like that because it looked a little different in every shot.
Mm-hmm.
Because we tried to do a pink paper and man, just where the pink paper like was rolled but had like a little dent in it, you could see it every time it unrolled. There was like a stripe.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
We are anti-paper backdrops.
We have fully committed to not poly. They're like suede-y.
Yeah. We bought a bunch of like basically the same backdrop, just in all the colors.
Yeah, microfiber. I was like, what's the word? You think we'd know fabrics. So yeah, it was really great. We loved it. And then I guess speaking of fabric, big news.
Yeah.
Well, it's already happened. So I guess it's not big news now, but just in case you didn't know, we have closed the new Blak.
Officially. Yeah.
She closed. She done.
Mm-hmm.
Our fingers from snipping all the threads, our backs from cutting all the fabric, our hips from sitting in chairs weird. Sewing
our rotary cuffs from cutting fabric.
God, mine hurts so bad still.
Yeah.
I need like years to recover the actual physical side of the like physical damage, really, that repetitive motion actually takes from you and your body.
Yeah.
And I mean, Adrienne, obviously, she and I were making everything from like 6 months in. So you had like a good 3.5 years with me being the only two and having help every once in a while from Brady or from Natalie, but like not, or Blak, but not like consistently, like especially after the pandemic started, like it was just us. Susanna for a little bit.
Yeah.
So I just felt like we really needed the physical break, and creatively it was kind of getting to that place like that it just didn't feel like me anymore.
Yeah. You had a big shift. During the pandemic. So,
and you just got to follow that.
Yeah.
It just felt right. And again, WOW has been doing so well. It needed our attention.
It did.
Yeah. And it needed all of our attention.
I mean, that's where we want it to be too, you know?
Right. Because I feel like in this, like we're not making every piece.
No, we can put our creative juices somewhere else.
The best part about Adrienne and I is that creativity, like no problem.
Yeah.
Runs through our veins. And I mean, it's just problem solving. That's all creativity really is. But the problems we're solving now are so fun.
They are.
Like yesterday, we did some stuff. I mean, I'm getting ahead of myself, but let me just wait. Okay.
We'll wait.
So we closed the new Blak, and mentally was the right decision, physically right decision. We had already kind of had this understanding that it would happen one day.
Yeah.
We just weren't sure if WOW could sustain the salaries of the company, employees, and everybody involved without the new Blak as well. Because the new Blak, while mentally and physically draining, I mean, was still such it's a beautiful product. Mm-hmm. It was a beautiful experience. So much connections came out of that. Like I text with so many people that started as customers, and then I dressed them for years.
Yeah.
With so many things that made them feel amazing about their body and their confidence, just watching them put on something so comfortable, because it was all like black bamboo, and that watching them like step out of the dressing room, feeling themselves. And like, I will never forget any of that.
Yeah. I mean, our customers, we had such a loyal customer base. And I think that was probably one of the hardest things about closing the new Blak.
Yeah.
Was, you know, thankfully we have WOW where they can come and see us.
A lot of them do.
Yeah.
So many.
But, there's a little bit of sadness around that as well.
Yeah. It was definitely kind of a weird transition.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, with WOW doing so well, like we didn't really we never mourned it. Like we were like, it's the right decision. People are like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm like,
you don't have to be sorry. Like we're ready.
Yeah. I was like, it's fine.
Yeah.
People, I mean, I think even, there's people that come in and have just gotten divorced in WOW and we're like, oh, yay. Like, what are you doing now? Like, if it's not the right situation for you, then it should be celebrated that you're not in it.
Yeah.
So for somebody that's coming in saying that, oh, yeah, you're the first person that congratulated me or whatever. Paige, I think, has had that story a couple times.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, and I felt really good about it. So thank you. For me, in a way, it felt like just this massive release.
Yeah.
Because it really was just still holding that hand.
Mm-hmm. And it's just trying to find the time to sew on top of everything else that we were doing. It was hard. Mm-hmm. And it was already being pushed to the wayside to an extent. So natural progression of things, it's just time.
Yeah. And it doesn't mean we'll never sew again or that we'll never have clothing.
No, I mean, we've spent so much money on machines and notions and whatever else.
I'm like, I didn't use that. I didn't close the FEIN, y'all.
Yeah.
all the legal stuff is still there. And what's beautiful about that is that I can still utilize all my business, federal numbers, basically, to run some new things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some new exciting things.
And really, again, where we've progressed too. I think what first came about, the first new exciting thing, we're putting all of this underneath the WOW Factor Collective. So this is a collection of creative services. You can hire us to do fun, cool things. We will solve those creative problems and we'll make you have a little wow factor with any of your social media, with your brand, with your event,
yes,
with your backdrops, with your interiors. If you want to hire us to design anything.
Yeah.
We know the people.
Mm-hmm.
And if we can't do it for some reason, I would be shocked. But also, we can be a great resource.
Yes.
So if you're looking for that wow factor, which is what we've added into WOW.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Everyone walks in and says, wow.
Yeah.
It's they want the vibes.
Mm-hmm.
They want the aesthetic. They want the vibes. They want our creativity. So we got to give it to them.
Yeah.
And if they're waiting on it, no longer. We got here for you now. But we did a soft launch.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you talk about Indy a little bit when we went to Indianapolis?
Yeah. So I guess kind of our soft launch, as I'm calling it, for W.O.W Media.
We took on 3 clients, 4 clients, I guess.
Was it October?
Yeah,
October. And I think when we went to Indy, it was in November. But one of the clients that we brought on was Emily Ventura. She is a luxury wedding planner.
Gorgeous weddings.
Her work is amazing. And not only that, but she is a super fun personality.
We love you, Emily.
Yeah, so much fun. So she was working on a rebrand to just kind of showcase this new side of her that, she is a pink girly gal like us. And so we vibed really well. But she actually came into the store one day when she was shopping. She was like, your social media is great. I love it. Who does it? And we're like, well, I mean, we do. Mm-hmm. We have some help, but a lot
we have a big team.
Yeah, we have a team that all contributes to make our social media happen. And I was like, but we are trying to, do that same kind of give some other businesses some wow factor like ours. So we're getting into social media services. And she was like, oh, let's talk. And we were like, okay. So Amanda had a meeting with her. I think, she did come one time. Her and Alyssa, who is her assistant. Yes.
Mm-hmm. She's another wedding planner.
Yes.
Under her brand. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like the me.
Yeah.
Amanda.
Like the Adrienne. Yeah. We also loved working with other duos.
Mm-hmm. That was really fun.
I feel like that makes a lot of sense for us.
Yeah. Yeah. So we had some meetings with them and then she was having a rebranding shoot up in Indy and she was like, I'd love it if you all could come.
She's
and
please make this happen. And we were texting with all the gifts of funny, cute things. And I was just like, we got to find a way.
Yeah.
We love her.
So we ended up driving up.
Yeah.
On
Snowstorm.
a snowy day. And basically just shot content. There was actually like 2 other Louisville-based photographers there, which was really funny. But it was great to meet them. And obviously we've befriended them at this point.
And we worked with Sly Films for a little bit of Galentine's Day content
she came
as well.
and shot some content.
Thank you, Jamie.
Yeah, so much fun. So yeah, it was just like...
You never know who you're going to meet.
Yeah.
From your own city, outside of your city.
Yeah, it was so funny. We were like, we could have all driven together.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Sly Films was there doing videography. Jessie Beth Photo was there she was doing like film and digital photography.
Yeah.
But both of their work is awesome. And so we just had a big girls' day with this rebrand shoot.
We all brought each other presents. We didn't even know.
Yeah.
She gave us
really
gifts.
fun.
We gave her gifts. Like so cute.
But I mean, she just, disco ball vibes, pink cake, heart-shaped cake, like very similar to our vibes. So it was a really great collab.
It was really cool to see us all, like all of the women-owned businesses there collabing together because we're used to having one photographer.
Yeah.
Like Megan, she's running shit, like when Megan's ready, we go.
Yeah.
So like, we're kind of used to our own flow, but there I felt like we're just like the social media extra stuff. Like they're the like film.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
they're the big dogs.
Yeah, the big dogs. So we were like trying to get behind the scenes of this and collected content for her, which is a service that we offer for like events where this was like an event kind of thing. Like if you need us, it's like you can just hire us by the hour with some minimums. And so we went up there and we were like, how do we step in? When do we like say like this would be cool? And then once we started doing that, every idea was so well received and so open because there wasn't really one director.
Yeah. And I feel like everyone did such a good job of like sharing time. Like, they'd get their shot and they'd be like, did you get what you need before we move on? Like, so we all just played really well together. And yeah, we were like bouncing ideas off. And, when we left, they did make the point of saying like, you all had some really great ideas, which very much validated us because we didn't want to step on anyone's toes or like, And
we felt like the last minute ad, we met her like 2 weeks before that. So she was like, please make this happen. And she was so sweet about it. And of course we did, but I know that the other stuff was like planned further out. So we were all setting up like flat lays and then like some duo shots, some individual shots. And yeah, that was just really well received. And so I think after that day, we were both like,
we can do it.
We just did.
Yeah.
Because we've been doing it. Like what I feel like sometimes with like media, I don't know, like I'm trying to figure out the starting point where we're really at. Because every time you start a new business, they're like, oh, if you start a new business, you're starting from scratch. Like, bitch, no, I'm not.
No.
I have literally 14 years almost now under my belt of doing this kind of a thing. I am not starting from scratch. And some of the ideas that we gave that day are some of like the main like creative shots.
Yeah.
So like visually, we get it. We're together with it. We understand it. And from that shoot, we got another one of our clients who is does strategic positioning. So she's basically helps you like fully understand how to communicate your brand through words.
Yeah.
Which for me, that's hard. So I was like, oh, Yazzie, like what you do for other people is what we do for you, but visually.
Yeah.
We add the wow factor to your visuals because there were just things that she had never thought of. And I was just like, oh yeah, so position yourself in the camera like this. Here's how good lighting. Here's some transition shots. Like those kinds of things. We don't even realize how much expertise we really have.
Yeah.
And then you go into it and you're like, oh, I found somebody who's so great at the opposite thing. So I was like, oh, together?
Yeah.
Unstoppable. Yes. We love Yazzie. She's so fun.
Yeah, she is fun.
So fun. And then from Ultimate Product Party, I was on the Retail Horror podcast with Michelle. And then Michelle came on as a client. She wanted some wow factor into her social media. So we've been making TikToks and Reels, and we did like a wow editing. So basically they collect their own content. We edit it together, send it back, and they get 4 Reels and 4 TikToks like every month. And that's kind of how we got started to see like where we wanted to go with W.O.W Media.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool.
Dipping our toe in
during holiday.
Yeah.
idiots. Not you, me. But sometimes I can't wait. And sometimes I'm like, I'm willing to do it slow at first.
Yeah.
You know, kind of.
But there are also times where like it makes sense to jump in. And I think we can both recognize that, even if sometimes.
Because sometimes if it's there, you have to be able to show up for the opportunities.
Yeah.
Because the other one we have is somebody we still have on, especially they're like our biggest client right now is New Vibes Wine.
Yeah.
And they're also a podcast sponsor of last season. And we literally have so much of their wine.
Yeah.
Our space. And we did like the most beautiful shoot for them yesterday.
Oh,
like
so good.
Like our product photography and videography. Like I was so fucking impressed. I feel like I was just like showing my husband stuff like all last night.
I know. I went home. I was like, Colton, look at this little floral arrangement I did on this bottle of wine.
It was so beautiful.
It was so fun.
And it's cool to like utilize again that creative drive, the excitement, the problem solving with creativity to like really enhance and give wow factor to another brand, because that makes those women more money.
Yes.
That's what we want to do. Mm-hmm. So it still makes sense within the WOW brand, and people were asking us for it.
Yeah.
Like the amount of people that have asked about our social media.
All the time.
And now I feel like after holiday, and then, so we took orders for the new Blak.
Yes.
Until the end of the year. Mm-hmm. And we didn't make anything. We had to give a little pause during December. We were like, we love you guys, but we got to make this in January. Mm-hmm. And they were like, cool. I was like, thanks, boo.
Last time you can order it anyway. So what else are you going to do?
And I just saw like on our social media this week, like somebody was, had just opened their first piece.
Saw that.
The Stevie dress. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, stop, so cute. And I was also like, oh yeah, I can just make myself clothes now. Mm-hmm. Like I don't have to feel like I don't get it again.
Yeah.
Like luckily we can have a Stevie dress. But it was so cool because she was like, it was something that was maybe like a little bit above her budget sometimes. And she was like, obviously I couldn't wait any longer, like made this happen. And it was just such a beautiful fit on her, and like felt so comfortable and so happy.
Yeah.
So now it's still nice, like from beyond the grave.
Yeah.
We'll get to still see. I want to be haunted by the new Blak.
Yeah.
Haunt me. Yes. Let's go. Because there's so many pieces. I mean, I don't even know how many pieces there are.
There's a lot.
I mean, there's probably 15 to 20,000 pieces
out there floating around in the world.
Man, that's a lot of pieces.
Yeah.
At least. I don't even know. But anyway, so like closing that, kind of soft launching WOW Media, getting a lot of questions about that, and running holiday.
Yeah.
And during all of that, I became the events chair for the New Business Association.
Yeah.
When I was able to close the new Blak, I was like, okay, I'm able to like network again. Mm-hmm. I'm able to get out a little bit again. And of course, with like the world's been changing so much, and you aren't doing that as much during the pandemic. So I was just like, I'm just ready to like shed my little cocoon and be my little butterfly self and just get out there in the world and say yes to a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I did. And then it was a lot. But it also keeps us really connected to our like local community.
For sure.
And even in like the board meetings and stuff, we talk about things I hadn't even considered. I'm like, why don't we have more lighting on the street? And I'm like, oh, because I learned that light poles are about $1 million a block.
Crazy.
I was like, what?
That blew my mind.
$1 million? Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll shut up about that. It's just kind of that city stuff.
Yeah, can't stripe our road.
Oh yeah,
because it's apparently an old historic highway.
Yeah, which it doesn't seem like one, but it is. So you can't stripe the parking.
Yeah,
which is really weird.
That is weird.
You can do the side streets. So yeah, like stuff like that, like the tree wells. Like what happens with the tree trimming and how much that costs. That's like thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So just like other stuff that's not just like pink and, you know, funny financial feminism stuff, but like real tactical.
Yeah.
Is that the right word I'm trying to think of? Like just like business things. Like I feel like a mature business owner to be on a board that talks about light poles being $1 million.
Yeah, you're fancy.
So fancy. And I'm like, can I have Adrienne come to me? And they're like, it's just board members. And I was like, oh, sorry. should learn what board members.
I go to the business meetings.
Yes. So we have a business association meeting with everyone. And yes, you come to those, obviously. Yes. We love to have Adrienne there because it's at 9 a.m. and I'm barely awake. And I'm late almost every time. Yeah. I was early 2 times ago, but you weren't there. Every time I'm early, you're not there. I think you like provide a source of comfort. I'm like, she's there.
Yeah, I can be late.
It's okay. Yeah. I can finish this winged eyeliner. Speaking of winged eyeliner, I have so much makeup on today because I tried it and it didn't work today.
Oh no.
You know, when like it just keeps getting bigger.
Yeah.
And you're like, I did not mean to like Kat Von D this.
Yeah, it's just out of control. And you're like, well, shit.
Yeah. So I had to like take it off with like a little makeup wipe, but all my other makeup was done.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck, why? So that's why I have so much on today. Anyways, so I joined that. We closed the new Blak. Holiday, December, amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, we were going to look up the number before this, but we forgot.
I forgot.
It's definitely our best month we've ever had.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, the store was hopping and we were open every single day.
Yes. We are trying to work on our hours for summer and for winter to be open every single day. So last summer we weren't, but every winter we have been, every December. Basically from like Black Friday till the end of the year, we've been open the last 2 years. But recognizing how much tourism, and we're in a very big like tourist spot, how much tourism comes down during June and July.
Yeah.
We're going to be open every day this summer.
Got to take advantage of that.
Have to. I mean, we don't have the new Blak anymore.
Yeah.
We can't fuck around. We don't have $100 dresses to pull us out.
Yeah.
You know? So we got to make sure that our $5 sticker,
hey,
we got to work on that volume.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, we're doing great with it. Like there's nothing like crazy right or crazy wrong with any of that. It's just like now that we can fully focus, we can be even better.
Yeah.
And make more money and put more money in the wallets of women.
Absolutely.
And it's just like such a cool thing to see it all grow.
Yeah.
Like I still feel like this is going to be one of our first summers really at like full capacity. Not only like traveling wise with everybody in the world, but also just we don't have a collection a month to worry about with the new Blak.
Yeah.
And we have some like little events and stuff, but we don't have anything like truly taking a ton of our time.
No.
I mean, I guess Booby Bash.
Yeah, we will be planning for Booby Bash.
We will. But now that we've done it once, even now, the second one doesn't feel like I'm not stressed.
No, because we already have a lot of things in place that we can utilize again.
Exactly.
I mean, we don't have to make like intake, vendor forms, invoice, like we have a lot of that already, which is beautiful.
True. It's amazing. I mean, you just change the background from like pink to black. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Or just pink to a different pink. Or just leave it. I don't care.
I mean, that's basically what I was doing the other day. I was just swapping all over our vendor and sponsor decks. So I was like, just going to change up some wording, change up some colors.
I love it.
Done.
Well, and then we have Madison, our beautiful, amazing graphic designer, just like amazing branding strategist, amazingness.
Yes.
She's working on our logos for Booby Bash. And for WOW Factor.
Yes.
And I got wowfactor.com or Wow Factor Collective.
Yeah.
WOW is hard, you guys. You know, World of Warcraft really has a chokehold on all of the domains. So I do have quite a few, but it's kind of funny to see what our competition is and how expensive just like wow.com was like, well, that's not going to happen.
Nope.
But yeah, so we're working on a lot of that stuff. And I feel like Q1, I mean, do you feel like that wraps up Q4 pretty well?
I think so.
Oh, our holiday party.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted to host a holiday party at my house last year and the year before. But, again, we just didn't know. Whatever. Yeah. And my house wasn't quite ready, I think, last year, too. So we hosted it in our office, in our studio space. But this year is at my house.
Yeah.
You guys could come over.
It was fun.
To my very dim, loungy, dark house. Yeah. Like you see all this pink and you're like, she must have the craziest house.
Yeah. Quite opposite.
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I do share it with my amazing husband who, can you guys believe this? It's my 10-year wedding anniversary year. Like I've been married for 10 years. And 10 years before that, I knew this kid.
Yeah.
So I've known him for 20 years. Still working on those babies.
Yeah.
Still getting there. We're ready, but they're not ready for us yet. We're trying to figure that out. We're getting there.
It'll happen when it's supposed to.
It will. And I even felt like releasing the new Blak in that stress.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because like for your sister, like she got out of a stressful like job situation.
Yeah.
And then immediately pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have a little Ruby.
Yes. Oh,
The
sweet
cutest.
baby Ruby.
We still both love being aunties too.
Yes. So much.
A single niece. I mean, I have more because of Ryan's family, but it's cool, like biologically.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And it's cool because they're about a year apart. And like December is when
Ruby was born.
Yeah. And then Janet was born in October.
Yeah. So not far.
Literally the podcast launched on Janet's first birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So crazy.
Cute.
I was like, well, if the new Blak launched on my mom's birthday and the blog launched on my grandma's, which I did that for that year before the new Blak, and then the podcast launches on Janet's, like this is something for her for the future. And just like, hopefully her future looks better because we're talking about it. Mm-hmm. We're just talking about it now. And Ruby's too.
Yeah.
And ours. Mm-hmm. And for our future babes.
Yes.
But yeah, so I've known him for 20 years.
That's crazy.
I'm only 34. I'm not even 34 yet.
You've known him for like
so
most
close.
of your life.
Most of my life. I was like, Ryan, you lived with me longer than like your parents individually.
Wow, yeah.
Because they were divorced when he was younger. So I was like, oh, you've lived with me the longest.
Yeah.
I was like, hey. He's like, you're a pretty good roommate.
Yeah.
I was like, thanks. Thanks, dude. But yeah, I have like a 1926 house. Mm-hmm. So it's almost 100 years old.
Yeah.
Scarlett.
Is that her name?
The only red house. They cut down the tree that was like in my neighbor's front yard that was massive yesterday.
Oh, no.
And I drove past my house because I didn't recognize the landmarks.
Oh, no.
I was like, shit. I just was daydreaming.
No.
Always.
Riding on that smooth, freshly paved road.
Yeah, they were working on my road Jeffersonville had like a sewer project. They were like, you guys are gross. If you just put your 100-plus-year-old sewage into like the Ohio River or some, I don't even know. Don't quote me on any of this. Don't quote me usually, but definitely was interesting. So they tore up our street and we got new sidewalks, new light posts or lamp posts, and then brand new street. I hurt my knee or else I would have already had my roller skates my roller blades out there. But it goes all the way downtown. Brand new street. So like all the way to the walking bridge.
Ooh, that's fun.
Super nice. And level sidewalks, which before sucked because like the trees grow into them.
Yeah.
And they're super old. So like on all the other streets, it's like wonky. It's like I'm going to trip if I don't pay attention.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of silly. But anyways, so yeah, that's why we couldn't do it last year because I did not have a street.
Yes. Yeah, that's important. Got to have a place to park.
Yeah. And then Ryan cooked dinner for everybody because I don't do that. I cooked breakfast.
It was tasty.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Like a whole, I'm going to say, did he make a turkey for us?
Yes.
I think so. I think I requested turkey. I was like, dude, you do this so well.
I was just remember the sweet potato casserole was really good.
Potatoes. Yeah, you guys love sweet potatoes. I'm not. I
don't really like a sweet potato fry, but like a
that's
casserole.
Actually the only way I like it.
I am about because I like that little candied pecan action.
That's good shit.
Yeah.
I just take all the marshmallows off the top. And I'm like, that's my sweet potato.
Yeah.
We got stuffing. We had a salad. I did make the salad.
Yeah.
I'm very fancy. And the sangria that we had in little ornament cups.
Yes.
With little candy cane straws. And I decorated for y'all.
That's cute.
All my stuff out. And then you guys got to see my glam room where I get ready every day.
Yeah.
And the 14 lights that I turn on that still aren't enough. Like when it's backlit, it's not enough. But yeah, I gave y'all a tour of my 5-room house, 6-room house with the lodge room. I hope I didn't show you that.
I mean, I've seen it before.
I wish I really like got to enjoy my backyard because it's pretty cute.
Yeah.
And it's just long and it's like a shotgun house. So anyways, so had y'all over and you had fun?
Yeah.
I felt like everybody had a great time.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And the game we played?
Yes, our little gifting game.
Yeah, I like that one.
Favorite things. Yeah. So I forget we have a $10 limit this year?
I think so.
I think we bumped it up because last year we had 5 and it got kind of tricky.
Yeah, people are like, it was too hard.
Yeah.
So they just went above the limit anyway.
Yeah, it's fine. But we did $10 this year. And basically everyone brings their favorite item to gift to everyone else. So like there was 7 of us.
I think there was 8, but Melissa couldn't come.
Oh, yeah. So you bring 8
so
of
Ryan
the same
got
thing. Yeah. And we take turns gifting them to everyone. And so it's just fun to see what everyone brings. So Rachel, she's a little plant lady. So she brought everyone little snake plants, which was super fun.
And a bunch of you guys left them at my house. So I planted them.
Oh, I took mine home.
I think, I don't know who left it, but I was excited.
Mine's in my unicorn planter at home.
Cute.
Yeah, it's very cute.
I love that.
So yeah, Rachel had that. Paige, of course, brought crystals.
Yes.
She is all into the crystal life. So she had a couple different kinds.
Yeah, she picked them for us individually. It was very sweet. And she brought some just for Ryan too. Like about prosperity and just like, I think it was like about, what's the way to say it? Like she knew that he was like a thinker and very intelligent and like wanted to, what's the word? It's like celebrate that in some way. Like I don't know how to intelligence surrounded crystal.
Yeah.
Like to match him. And I really thought that was sweet of her.
That is sweet. And then Madison, she not only does great branding work
and
graphic design work, but she loves to bake and just food in general. I mean, a lot of her,
she's a foodie.
Yeah. A lot of her branding work is kind of geared more towards food. Like, I don't know if we were the first one that was not food. I
don't know. I'm not sure. But she does love a food-focused brand. So if you have one, talk to Mad Kind Design.
Yes, absolutely. But she made 2 different flavors of ice cream. So she gave everyone pints of ice cream, which obviously went over really well in our group because we love ice cream.
Mine did not make it past the night.
Oh, mine, I brought it home and Colton was like, so we can eat that now, right? I was like, yes.
I think it was pumpkin cheesecake.
Yeah. One was the pumpkin cheesecake. I think that's the one I got. And s'mores.
Because I requested.
Yeah, you were like, I need the s'mores.
S'mores are my favorite.
Yeah.
That's why those marshmallows on the sweet potato. I was like, yes.
And then I made everyone sun catchers, little rainbow makers out of polymer clay and big
I have it in
crystals.
my glam room.
Yeah. They're so fun. I have them all throughout my house. So you put them in your window and when the light shines through, it just casts mini rainbows all over the place. I love it.
Victoria brought hair accessories, the perfect size little clips.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I needed those.
Ponytail holders,
I use
the
it
fun coil
every
ones.
day.
Yeah.
I was like, this is perfect for my little short baby hairs. Victoria does our social media as well. And we love her.
Yeah. And then
she's probably the most sad that the new Blak closed.
Yeah. She was one of our top customers.
She definitely was.
Customer turned employee.
Yeah, customer turned employee.
Yes, absolutely.
And friend. We just love her.
Yeah, we do love Victoria. And then Ellie
brought naive gift cards.
Yes.
We should go over there. Yeah, actually, I haven't used mine either.
It's been chilling in my wallet.
Well, I've been watching her build the next one. So Kat, we had on the podcast in season 2. And she now has their second restaurant that she was building at the time.
Yeah.
Because it takes a long fucking time.
It does.
And she just opened it and we should go.
Yeah.
I want to go and check it out. Nostalgic.
Yeah.
What a great name.
Pretty.
Naive and nostalgic. I love it. And we have the same birthday. So don't worry. I'll get a birthday text and I'll send her one.
Cute.
I was sending her something the other day. Just vibes. Loving her. Again, sending her some love. And she invited me to the soft opening, but it was during Valentine's stuff. And I was like, I love you, but
I can't.
But I'll send lots of people to Naive for breakfast on the day of Valentine's. So it's fine. But yeah, she brought that. And then, I guess that was the other one.
Yeah.
Right?
Bath bombs.
Yeah. Bath bombs. And then
You had all kinds. Amanda's a big gift giver, you guys.
Are you guys surprised? I should have always owned a gift shop. It really is it's part of my love language. To give the gift or just to give something. But yeah, so I gave you guys little bonuses. I gave you each individualized gifts.
Yep.
And I kind of focused around office stuff this year because
we're getting our desks and our computers.
Very fancy computers. And we knew Paige was coming on full time. So we wanted to prepare her for her big girl job.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just kind of fun. And then I got bougie ears. Everything was from a woman-owned business. So I got stuff from Pink Tag, which is in Oxmoor Mall.
Oh, our cups.
The cups.
Love my cup.
There's always something to smile about. What are those cups called?
They're like,
it's very summer camp.
Yes. They're like the big jug. Like, I feel like they were really big in the 80s, but they're like the stadium kind of jugs.
Yeah. And they have like the handle on the outside.
And then like scrunchy straw. Yeah.
It's usually like a white lid, a clear straw with like a little cap on the straw. So cute. I got this from Pink Tag, and I still need to give Chloe hers. I sent her a picture of it.
Oh, cute.
And it's like, you are my person. Just Chloe.
Yeah.
I love you, Chloe. I know you're listening. Because I'm going to make you come on here and tell everybody your money story. But anyway, she's like my counterpart, and like she helped us at Galentine's. We hang out at Show Up. Like, we just love each other. Yeah. But anyways, so I got her one that says you're my person. And then I got y'all some earrings from Bougie Ears. We had some handmade soaps.
Yes.
And I think the office stuff, and then the bonuses. And well, I guess Lush is probably not woman owned.
Yeah, but
there's a woman in there.
Yeah.
Woman invested in that.
Yeah.
So I gave y'all all those goodies, and then your little ornament cups.
Yeah.
You can take home.
I know. That's basically what Ruby drinks out of whenever she comes to our house.
Yeah. Janet just like holds it by the straw and like whips it around.
Yeah.
Like, okay. But yeah, it was such a good time.
It was fun.
And then going into Q1, obviously coming off a really big month, but knowing that we had Galentine's Day, which we did a full episode on that. So please check out Galentine's.
Yes, it's a long one.
Thank God we did a full episode. It's all an hour and a half. So love you.
Brace yourself.
And I mean, really just listen to it to really take in, especially if you did come.
Yeah.
Like if you came and maybe didn't even realize all the coolness that was around it and how much effort went into it, like check that one out. Yeah. That was a good one. And if you just want to learn about cool, like women-owned businesses,
absolutely,
also check it out. I feel like we went into everybody and just loved on them because we're obsessed. But we knew that Paige was coming on full time. And so I waited till the new year to get like a Best Buy credit card with 0% interest, to be clear, for a year. And I got us all brand new computers.
They're so nice.
They're all desktops. And literally we've not had a desktop that was our own.
Yeah.
That we could sit at.
Yeah. We didn't even really have an office.
We really didn't.
Like we had a standing computer.
And my laptop.
Yeah.
Which,
so our productivity levels have just skyrocketed now, having an office and a computer.
I just looked over and the endless summer vacation from Miley's like new album is like on our Spotify over there. So we've been having fun.
Yeah.
Making sure that we sit across from each other. And anytime Adrienne gives a little sigh, I'm like, what's going on, Adrienne? That's her external processing. So I feel like anytime we can break what each other's doing, but we also have our own like individual time to make sure everything happens, especially with adding on media services.
Yes.
So we still have a lot of those clients. We were sewing. I sewed like over really late a couple nights just to get through everything. You cut everything because that's where my shoulders hurt the worst. So I sewed a bunch of it. You cut a bunch of it. We shipped it all.
Yeah.
We're done.
All like 2 weeks leading up to Galentine's.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
We thought it was smarter to not have it at holiday, which it was.
Yeah.
But we could have maybe done a little bit.
Yeah. We could have front-loaded some of that work a little bit.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter because it's done and we could chill a little bit. And even, I mean, just moving the whole space around. Like we did not have like this space to even have the desks and like have everything because our cutting table was massive.
Yeah. Broke that into pieces.
Yeah. Thanks, babe. Thanks, Ryan, for coming. And like on the weekends, like I have these, this cutting table is 3 yards long and it's like 60 inches wide. So, I mean, that's 9 feet by 6 feet.
Yeah. It basically took up the whole room.
It was, where we're sitting right now was cutting table.
Yeah.
So we broke it into 2, basically by a yard, like one's a yard and the other table's 2 yards because we still plan to do some stuff.
Yeah. Well, and it's like the perfect height for standing and doing things.
Yeah. It's countertop height.
Yeah.
If you need a cutting table, get yourself some Habitat for Restore cabinets for like $100 for the whole thing. Paint them, put some gold tape on the bottom. I was just looking.
Yeah, could use a little repaint.
We do need to repaint them.
Yeah.
But yeah, just get yourself some of those and a piece of plywood on top and some cutting mats. Listen, I did that for 8 years. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
And 3 yards was perfect for the new Blak, but we didn't need that. So now we broke it into 2. And one of them is in the room we're in, which is our office. We have like a really cool like fireplace in here because remember, we're in an 1860s building right now. And we have windows that face the street. We also have our content creation kind of corner. So we leave all of our photo equipment over there. And like I said, we just did that beautiful stuff yesterday. So
New Vibes wine.
New Vibes wine. I wanted to like clink a bottle. No, it doesn't sound like it.
Hear that? It's your wine calling. Whether you're celebrating a special occasion or just the end of a shitty day, New Vibes Wine is bringing only the best vibes with their Elevate Prosecco-style sparkling wine. So pop the bubbly and get to the celebration. New Vibes Wine was founded by 5 women during the pandemic as a way to celebrate and stay connected during uncertain times. New Vibes is dedicated to providing incredible wines for both the wine curious and the wine connoisseur. Get free shipping on your first order with promo code WOWWines or visit our link in the show notes. You can even create your own vibes and learn how to host wine parties and impress those bougie friends of yours with the New Vibes Wine Collab Club. Sign up today at newvibeswine.com.
So anyways, this office has just, like you said, skyrocketed productivity. Obsessed.
Yeah.
Love it. And now we're recording the podcast in here too because these mics are so good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been like lots of noise outside.
Yeah, it is noisy. There's construction happening everywhere in Newland right now. Things are booming.
Things are booming. And then the other room that we had, we turned in kind of still our studio is what we've been calling it, but it's pretty much a break room because there's a whole kitchen in there.
Yeah.
Our champagne fridge, our sewing machines, and then the other 2 yards of the cutting table. Because we also, if you've listened to Galentine's Day, you probably heard this, but we are doing Wow Factor, like I said, is this kind of collective of creative services. So within that, Adrienne and I are makers.
Yes.
We can't just sit at a computer.
No.
Like, I'm sorry, I can't just do it. So in order to like keep our creative vibes going, for me, I need varying ways to be creative.
Yeah.
So like, I can't just do video editing or scheduling or like brand stuff all the time. The store, killing it, running itself at this point with Paige.
We are out of the store.
At the helm. I think I worked an hour this year so far.
Yeah, I was down there just to give her break earlier for like 30 minutes. And I was like, I have not been down here
It's so
forever. I feel
it's so cool to see, like, because I mean, that might sound weird to some people. Like, well, you built this store. Don't you want to be in it all the time? Like, well, yeah, of course. I love being in there. And I'm like working for her on Sunday, like, because we did so much at Galentine's. I was like, y'all need to take some time, like legally.
Yeah.
So I'm covering it then. But I was just like, this is so great that we don't have to be tied to the store, because tying us to the store also held us back.
Yeah. We couldn't get out and make the connections that we needed to for our next ventures and everything else.
Exactly. I feel like you have to get out in the community. You have to make those like networking events. You have to make sure that you're going to all these meetings for your business associations. Like, you got to get out there and not just sit in your store and expect things to happen.
Yeah.
It's not how it works. So now what we're doing is, I mean, Paige has her own computer, her own desktop. She has her own office time, her own PTO. Fancy. But now what she's doing is like, she's fully focused on the storefront.
Yeah.
So now we get to build up the other revenue streams that will be service-based, because that's where we thrive.
Absolutely.
Creatively, all the time, every day.
Yeah.
Having fun. And I think that's why we love life so much right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like being able to like jump back and forth between different projects and things. I don't like, like you said, I would not be happy sitting at a computer all day.
Or just making balloons all day.
Yeah. Well, our hands would probably hurt if we did that.
Yeah. And it's kind of stinky.
Yeah.
The latex.
But just having the ability to jump back and forth and be like, I'm kind of done with this for right now. I'm going to go work on this other thing for a little bit. It's very nice.
I agree. And I think because I work that way, I don't expect other people necessarily to work that way, but I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need it to be like, I trust that you all are working towards the same goal. Like, I don't need to be like micromanaging you, like a helicopter parent, or a helicopter manager over you guys. Like, these women want to be here. I'm trying to make sure I take care of y'all as much as I can. And I trust that they're doing what they should be doing. And they're progressing the company the best way that they can in that day, in that moment. And like, even just releasing the stress around that, because like with the new Blak, if the seamstress didn't make it in the time frame that I had for the product, which still some of this applies a little bit, but it's different.
Yeah.
So like for the cost of goods of like the dress, I'm like, well, if you don't make it as fast as I need you to, or the machine goes down, or you miss a whole day, like it just totally interrupted production.
Yeah.
And we would have to step in at different times, or I would have to sew overnight or whatever. And obviously that's not sustainable.
No.
So I feel like here it's like, with it not being each individual item that brings in the only revenue source, with having this like mixture of revenue streams really helps us to make sure that we can replace the money that the new Blak did bring in to cover all these, also these new salaries. Like we do have, you both have received raises.
Yeah.
Yay. Last year, obviously, I talked about it at length. Like health insurance, fancy. But adding on a second full-time person.
Yeah.
Ooh, those payroll bills.
Yeah.
They're raising. So, you know, we really need to make sure that we're supporting her within the store as best as we can, but that she's leading it. And I keep telling her, like, anytime she needs us, obviously, we'll be there in a second. And that still is a priority because it's still the moneymaker, like the main one.
Yeah.
But if we can build up our services to be the same amount, like per month, or even half of it, because the store is just killing it.
Yeah.
Then so much of our like our loans and everything get paid down, because the cost of good is not the same as like having to stock products. The services will really flow with the cash flow, which I'm really excited about.
Me too.
And I mean, I want to pay that loan back to the government. So it's a big one.
Get that weight off our shoulders.
Yeah. I don't want it to take me 30 years.
Yeah.
Like they're giving me. I actually just started paying it back, y'all. Be proud.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. It's more than my house. But it's worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, I spend just as much time here as I do there.
That is true.
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe more. Now I sleep there. So each one gives me my different little bumps too, because that one's like chill. Once I get home, I don't want to be worried.
Yeah.
And then here it's like the pink is like, wake up. Wake up, get excited. And like really just enjoy the work experience. So we didn't always enjoy it just because we're in like physical pain.
Yeah. Well, and just like for a while, it was just kind of survival mode during the pandemic. You know, there was a lot of stress around that. Obviously more so on you than on me. But
it was pretty stressful for you too. I'd have to be like, can I pay you $100 a day?
Yeah.
$200 tomorrow.
You know, we made
whatever
it work,
we
though.
could do.
Whatever
Sometimes I still can't believe that we're here after that.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew we were going to be like here, but like, well, I guess I didn't know because it was the virus, but you know, just like literally physically alive.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it's so interesting to see the transformation. And I haven't like basically moved one company down slowly to raise another one up, like revenue wise and focus wise, and done it with somebody else.
Yeah.
Like I haven't done that before. So that worked out really well because I did the math and every year we made more money.
Yeah. I remember looking at that with you.
Yeah. Because we had a very fancy 2023 planning day that we can at least afford to have now because we've been doing well. So it's like, it's so interesting to look back and be like, so even as we like put down the hours and put down the time and the energy and the marketing and the sewing for the new Blak, we always made more money year after year with opening WOW as well. So the transition was seamless in my opinion.
Yeah.
Which
good on us.
I guess is the one that matters right now because nobody else gives a fuck. They're like, great job. Cool. What else do you have to teach me? I was just thinking that I think one of the last things that we did this year was I joined another board.
Yeah.
And I love this one, especially because it's called the Network of Entrepreneurial Women, which yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we have New Lou,
Yes.
Business Association, New Vibes Wine, the New Blak.
Yeah.
Well, now not, but yeah. And then Network of Entrepreneurial Women, acronym is NEW.
Yeah.
So everything is new.
We got NBA,
Yeah.
NEW, NVW.
Yeah.
We got all the things.
All the things. It's so many. But I joined on as the marketing chair for that. So I'm working on basically doing a lot of our media services. And we're really diving into that now because I feel like Galentine's, like I said, took over our lives.
Yeah.
Closing the New Blak took over our lives. And now we're through those.
Yeah. I mean, I also feel like Galentine's Day really propelled us.
I
also
agree.
in the direction of I just feel like people are more aware of us now. So we've gotten tons. I feel like
It really
people
did.
are reaching out right and left, which is amazing. I wish we had time to do
The
everything with everyone.
collaborations
Yeah.
that we keep being offered or the things people want to do with us. Like the Speed Art Museum wanted to do something with us, but we're already booked that day. We're booking up faster and 1020 wants us to do more networking events. And they're like, but I'm sure you're really busy. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm really busy, but I love y'all.
Yeah.
So now that I don't have those other things to do, my main job is creating those connections. And basically, business is about relationships. So I've built relationships for a long time and I make sure people are really happy and that they are saying, wow, not wow about us. And so I feel like it really allows us, so much more opportunity to grow in the future as we can collab with other people.
Yeah.
And with Network of Entrepreneurial Women, that's every single month there's a new networking event. And I've learned so much just going as a participant, as a member, but not being on the board. And again, sitting on boards and really listening to business owners speak about something we're all doing collectively together and volunteer. Both of these boards I'm on are volunteer. It's really interesting to learn the social aspects of how to manage a whole fuck ton of entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Because it's very different. Nobody really does want to follow.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're always willing to do our specific job really well. And we all have the same goal.
Yeah.
Newly is going to be great. New is going to be great. And it's working out so far.
Yeah.
And it's just being surrounded by women, of course.
Of course.
I've talked about this a lot, but I fucking love it.
Yeah.
It's so fun. I just love the vibes. It's good. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we've done this quarter so far. We do have Bach Fest coming up.
Yeah.
Which we talked to you guys about on the last season. Because I re-listened and I was just I just love Adrienne so much. I came in, I was I'm already crying. You're so great. But anyway,
It's so funny.
the last 3 days I've been listening to you and me talk while I got ready.
Cute.
So cute. But yeah, Bach Fest.
Yeah. Bach Fest.
Which we thought was great last year.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what we do this year.
Because we realized we made $3,000.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad, but we do that on a Saturday. So if we're really going to do up this event, and now we have all these cool event backdrops and we have the wow factor, we have the balloons that we can add to really make our space stand out.
Yeah.
How much more can we make?
I think we're going to do pretty well.
I think we're going to do pretty great.
Yeah.
As long as the weather's nice.
Well, I was
That's the
looking
only
and
thing.
our rain showers in the morning have gone away. So now it's just
Yay.
partly cloudy. So fingers crossed. That means nothing because
That's a Louisville
Kentucky
thing.
weather is so unpredictable. But
If you
fingers
don't
crossed
like the
for us.
weather, wait 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We can have every
Exactly.
season in a day. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, that's great news. It looks like it's about to rain right now too, which is funny
I know.
because it was so sunny earlier.
It was.
It's crazy. But anyway, so we've got Bach Fest coming up, hopefully because of all the things that we've been investing in and really working towards as a team. It doesn't even faze me anymore. I'm it's just outside of our store. It'll be cute. No matter what we do, it's going to be cute.
Yeah.
But I know that we can make more money because we've made these investments in these wow factors. So even at like our event, we talked about it slightly, but now that people have like seen Galentine's, they're like, oh, that's what you can do.
Yeah.
Oh, you can fit, like you can literally bring together 550 women. And like, I'm like, yeah, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
And now I know.
Yeah.
I mean, every day that would be kind of hard, but like obviously with planning. So at Galentine's, we really debuted all of our WOW event items. So WOW Factor, the collective, includes adding a WOW Factor to your events.
Yes.
So we were renting out our greenery walls, which we painstakingly fucking made. Let's just have a nap.
Take a moment for those greenery walls.
Fucking greenery walls. I'm so sorry.
I mean, it's fine. It's making us some money. So
yeah. We're renting them out, and everybody on the team made those greenery walls.
Everyone's hands touched it,
including all of our partners. Like I said, Golden, Ryan, and Abby together, like making
so cute.
Oh my God, it was adorable.
Yeah.
But now that we have those, like we can rent them out, and they're different than other ones because usually they just like roll out and they're part of a backdrop. Ours are 2 feet wide and 8 foot tall. So you could do like any kind of combination. You could do 2 feet wide. You could do 4, 6, 8, keep going. And we have 20 feet of it. So we're set up for like a while. And we're bringing these things with us to next quarter's UPP event. We've got like a greenery backdrop. We'll put our little WOW sign up.
We have so much new fun promotional stuff for our market setups. We're so fancy now.
We're so fancy.
Our setup is going to look so legit.
And we didn't have it before.
No.
So like we weren't doing markets. Anyway. Yeah. Because we didn't have markets this whole time.
Yeah.
Now we have a tablecloth because of Sinorama. And we have
what is that called?
Retractable.
Just did the same hand motion.
Pulled it up from the bottom.
Yeah,
to
so
the
retractable banner.
Retractable banner. Yeah. And it explains our business.
Yeah.
And then we just did our first wedding show.
Yeah.
The Wedding Collective. That was great.
That was fun.
I think all women-owned businesses too.
Yeah.
That were at that. That was cool. And I feel like even since then, like you never know who you're going to meet. So like I'm going to Greece for my 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
And one of the photographers there had done a photo shoot with someone in Greece that I'm going to hire to like do our photo shoot.
That's so
when
fun.
we're there and like do our like little vow renewal.
Making connections all over the world.
Connections. And there were so many sweets again because Maddie was there. We love Maddie. And I want to get like some of her macarons for my cousin's bachelorette party because she's a macaron lover. And I'm going to get maybe her like name on it or something because the laser printer.
Yeah.
And like even within all this WOW events and the reason why we went to the wedding show is that we're working on something.
We are working on something.
It's probably closer to summer vibes.
Yes. We're still kind of trying to solidify some things.
Like W.O.W Media is running. We got our shit together. We're ready. Come hire us all day long. Rent our stuff and hire us to do balloon garlands all day long for the WOW Factor events.
Yes.
But we want to go further.
Yeah.
We want to like be in tourism a little bit more. And we really want to focus. I'm trying to figure out how much I want to say.
Yeah.
Well, we want to focus on bringing the WOW Factor to events that celebrate women.
Yes. We'll leave it at that.
Leave it at that.
That's good.
Because, that can mean obviously a lot of things. But we're creative. We want to be paid to be creative. That's our goal.
And we want to tap into a market that has not really been tapped into very much here.
Not in Louisville.
Yeah.
So if you need any feminine vibes and just WOW Factor vibes, because we don't have to just do like the feminine vibes.
No.
Like I said, my house looks totally different.
Yeah.
The new Blak was totally different.
We just like a good theme. That's all we need.
Love a theme. We love the theme.
We do.
So I feel like that's going to be coming next time we chat. We'll like fully explain that, but you'll probably see it if you're following us on our social media. Check that out.
Yes.
We'll start to lay it in there a little bit and have fun with that. But yeah, coming up, next quarter, got my birthday, going to see Lizzo.
Yeah.
We got Ultimate Product Party. The whole team's going.
It's going to be so much fun.
In May, we had a podcast episode from this season with those ladies on there, Kat and Allison. Please check that out.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I loved that episode. You guys should definitely see that. And then Network of Entrepreneurial Women in June has their new showcase.
Ooh.
Yeah, which is actually the first event I ever did for the new Blak.
Wow. Full circle.
Wow.
Wow.
So fancy. So I feel like it's time to do it again.
Yep.
You know, like there's all this like little fun stuff. We kind of have like one big-ish thing a month, one like event. But we've got all the rest of the month to make your media look great, to sell you amazing gifts in our gift shop, and obviously to give you this podcast for free. Enjoy all the vibes from this, all the lessons you can learn from all of the amazing entrepreneurs that we have on, and just how we're running what's turning out to be a pretty big business. We're at least medium-sized now. And it's only going to get bigger from here. So
absolutely.
If you're already part of this journey, just like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Good job. You're here.
You're here.
You're here. We're here. We're happy you're here. And we can't wait to keep posting these like amazing, massive events to see how far we can stretch that theme, those theme vibes.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel really good.
I feel good too.
Okay, cool. Let's
wrap
just
this
like,
shit up.
let's be done.
Okay.
Let's go home. It's time to eat.
Yes.
I'm ready for some like pizza or something.
Ooh, yeah.
Rachel's always thinking about food, who works in our shop, the lawyer.
We love Rachel and I have had so many conversations.
You guys are
around
always
food.
talking about food.
No.
And now I feel like I need to text her and be like, what should I order?
Yeah.
What should I order, Batty?
Yes.
So good. Well, we'll go and get some dinner.
Yeah.
Hang out with our partners and wrap this up. But thank you so much, Adrienne.
Yeah. Thank
Once
you.
again, I love having you like in my life.
I love having you in my life.
Yeah. And I love you so much. And I just feel so happy that I feel like we've weathered so many storms and we figured out so much together. And this is still just the beginning.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, we're going to be like pretty happy, I think.
I think so.
Ryan and I always say, pretty nice life.
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice life as we're like taking a stroll or like enjoying something. Just pretty nice life. A little P&L. A little profit and loss there for you. Bringing it back to the money. No, just kidding. But anyways, thank you so much for coming on. And again, like I want you to tell everybody like how can they put money into your wallet? Because you do have your own brandy.
I do. Well, one way is that you can support WOW because that's where my main paycheck comes from.
That's definitely an important one.
Yeah, that's the big one. But if you want to support my own endeavor, you can check out Sasscat Creative on Instagram. I also sell some of my products in store. Very fun.
Yay.
Very sassy. So check it out.
Yeah. And again, I'm one of your biggest fans for that too. And then,
I love you for that.
yeah, I'm just going to keep putting money in the wallet, Adrienne's wallet.
Yeah.
So put it in mine and I'll put it in hers. Yeah. I'm happy to do that always and forever. Well, thank you so much. And moneymakers, thank you so much for listening. Till next time, go out there and make that money.
If you want to put more money into the wallets of women like we do, then check out our website, thewomanownedwallet.com. And we can't wait to continue the conversation on our social media. So definitely follow us on our Instagram @womanowned.wallet and on TikTok @womanownedwallet. You can support us by following our podcast on Apple, Google, and Spotify. And don't forget to leave us a review. Thank you for listening to Woman Owned Wallet, the podcast.